If you were flying over a remote valley in North America, you might notice something strange. A winding stream suddenly widens into a chain of ponds. Dead trees rise from the water like silent monuments. Wetlands spread across the landscape. Birds gather in huge numbers. Fish move through deep channels. Moose feed along the shoreline. The entire valley appears alive. From the sky, it almost looks as if a team of environmental engineers spent years designing the perfect wildlife sanctuary. But no humans built it. The architect weighs less than 50 pounds. It has orange teeth, a flat tail, and an obsession with moving wood. This is the beaver, and few animals on Earth have a greater ability to reshape the world around them. Most animals adapt to their environment. Beavers transform theirs. The story begins beside a small stream. At first, the water moves quickly. Spring snowmelt rushes downhill through a narrow channel. The current is strong. The banks are steep. Water rarely remains in one place for long. To most animals, it is simply another stream. To a beaver, it is a construction site. As dusk settles over the forest, a beaver emerges from the water. Its mission is immediately clear: find wood. The animal approaches a young aspen tree. Then the chewing begins. Its teeth slice through wood with astonishing efficiency. The orange color of a beaver's teeth comes from iron-rich enamel, making them incredibly durable. Hour after hour, the animal works. Eventually, the tree begins to lean, then it crashes to the ground. For the forest, it is the end of a tree. For the beaver, it is the beginning of a project. Branches are removed, pieces are cut, logs are dragged toward the water. Some sections weigh nearly as much as the beaver itself. Yet the animal continues working, night after night, piece by piece. The construction site grows. At first, the purpose may seem unclear. A few branches here, a few sticks there. Nothing impressive, but beavers think differently. They do not build all at once. They build continuously. Each stick becomes part of something larger. Eventually, the first barrier appears across the stream. Water immediately reacts. The current slows slightly. Small pools begin forming behind the obstruction. The beaver notices and keeps building. More logs arrive, more branches, more mud. The structure expands. Day after day, the barrier grows stronger. The stream fights back. Water pushes relentlessly against the dam. Weak points develop. Small leaks appear. But beavers are constantly monitoring their work. The sound of running water triggers an instinctive response. Somehow the beaver knows something is wrong. It immediately begins repairs. Mud is packed into gaps. Branches are repositioned. The leak disappears. The battle continues, not against predators, not against competitors, but against moving water. And over time, the beaver wins. Weeks pass, then months. The stream begins changing shape. Water accumulates behind the dam. The narrow channel widens. The current weakens. The pond expands farther. What was once flowing water becomes a growing lake. The transformation is dramatic, and it is only beginning. As the pond grows, life responds. Tiny aquatic insects arrive first: mosquito larvae, dragonfly nymphs, water beetles. The new habitat offers opportunities that never existed before. Soon, frogs begin laying eggs among the shallow edges. Their tadpoles develop in protected waters. Fish move into deeper sections. Aquatic plants colonize flooded areas. The ecosystem starts expanding. The beaver did not plan any of this. It simply wanted a safer home. Yet the consequences are enormous. Nature often works this way. One change triggers another, then hundreds more. Within a year, the pond becomes unrecognizable. Birds arrive next. Ducks discover ideal nesting locations. Herons hunt in shallow water. Kingfishers patrol the shoreline. Ospreys circle overhead searching for fish. Species that once ignored the area now depend on it. The wetland has become a wildlife hotspot. Scientists repeatedly observe this pattern. Active beaver ponds contain higher biodiversity than nearby streams. The reason is simple. Water creates life, and beavers create water. Few animals have such influence. Yet the engineering becomes even more impressive during summer. As temperatures rise, nearby streams begin shrinking. Some dry completely. Water sources disappear, wildlife struggles, but the beaver pond remains. The stored water acts like a giant natural reservoir. Slowly, moisture is released into the surrounding environment. Plants remain green. The soil stays damp. Animals continue finding water. What seemed like a simple dam has become an ecological safety net. Then comes drought. Across western North America, drought has become common. Satellite images reveal visible differences. Green vegetation surrounds active beaver ponds. Brown, stressed landscapes dominate elsewhere. Suddenly, scientists begin looking at beavers differently, not merely as animals, but as environmental allies. Could beavers help restore damaged ecosystems? Could their engineering reduce drought impacts? Could a rodent accomplish work that would cost humans millions? The evidence suggests the answer is yes. Across North America, restoration projects begin experimenting with beaver-assisted recovery. The results are often astonishing. Streams reconnect with floodplains, wetlands return, wildlife populations increase, water retention improves. The beavers simply resume doing what they have always done: building, repairing, transforming. Yet, despite their success, life is never easy. Because builders attract attention, and danger is never far away. The growing pond attracts wildlife, but it also attracts predators. Coyotes patrol the shoreline, wolves investigate trails, black bears occasionally wander through. Young beavers are especially vulnerable. The beavers understand this. Every member of the family remains alert. One sound can change everything. A sudden splash erupts. Crack! A beaver slams its broad tail against the pond surface. The noise echoes through the valley. Instantly, every nearby beaver reacts. Heads disappear beneath the water. Bodies vanish into the depths. Within seconds, the pond appears empty. The alarm has worked. Unlike many rodents, beavers live in highly organized family groups. The lodge sits at the center of their world. From the outside, it resembles a pile of sticks, but inside lies a carefully designed home. The entrance remains underwater. A dry chamber sits above the waterline. This is where the family rests, sleeps, and survives harsh winters. For years, scientists assumed beavers were simple builders, yet closer observation reveals remarkable sophistication. Family members cooperate. Construction duties are shared. Repairs occur continuously. Knowledge appears to pass between generations. Young beavers learn by watching adults. Every year, the wetland grows larger. By the second year, the transformation is impossible to ignore. The original stream has nearly vanished. Trees standing in the flooded zone begin dying. To some, this appears destructive, but nature sees opportunity. Dead trees become nesting sites. Woodpeckers carve cavities. Months later, owls occupy abandoned holes. Ducks use them for nesting. Bats find shelter inside. The beaver changes the landscape. The landscape creates opportunity. Wildlife responds, the ecosystem becomes richer. Scientists call species like this ecosystem engineers. Yet few engineers rival the beaver. They reshape entire watersheds. Beneath the surface, another transformation is taking place. The pond is recharging groundwater. Water slowly infiltrates surrounding soils. Underground reserves expand. Trees benefit, plants benefit. Entire sections of the valley become more resistant to drought. In some regions, active beaver wetlands have even slowed the spread of wildfires. Open water stops advancing fire fronts. Wildlife fleeing danger finds refuge. A structure built by rodents can influence the outcome of landscape-scale disasters. For decades, they were often considered nuisances. Today, many conservationists see them differently, not as problems, but as partners. The animals require no fuel, no machinery, no engineering degrees, only trees, water, and time. And time is something they understand well. As autumn returns once more, activity intensifies. Winter is approaching. The family must prepare. Branches are harvested continuously. Then winter arrives. Snow blankets the valley. Ice spreads across the pond. The landscape falls silent. But beneath the ice, the beaver colony remains active. Protected inside their lodge, the family survives comfortably. Stored food remains available. Then eventually spring returns. Ice melts. Water flows again. and the beavers emerge to continue their work. The cycle never truly ends. As the sun sets over the transformed wetland, golden light reflects across calm water. Every corner of the landscape is alive. It is more than a builder, more than an engineer. It is one of nature's greatest architects, quietly transforming landscapes, one branch at a time.